I have French doors salvaged from a cottage right here in our historic area. We're taking out the louver doors, we are installing these beautiful French doors, and I am going to give mirror spray paint a whirl and see if it really works. I think you're going to enjoy it.
Enchanté.
Hello lovelies, I'm Angela and this is Parisienne Farmgirl. Bienvenue. Welcome to my channel. It feels so long since I've shared a proper video with you. I know that's the way it goes after the holidays. So quickly, if you never have, quickly subscribe, give this video a thumbs up. Today's video is actually sponsored by my brand new Old World Design Society, and I know so many of you have responded to it. We are just getting ready to launch the winter session, so be sure to visit oldworld.parisiennefarmgirl.com. If chateaus and crofters' cottages and copper and tattered oil paintings and velvet sofas are a little bit of your love language, then you're definitely going to want to check this out. This is a publication that we will be releasing quarterly with a sort of design stylist support group with you in mind. So we will be meeting, we will be doing creative projects, there will be art assignments and so much more. A place for you to develop a sense of community with like-minded people that have the same eye for style that you do. So visit the Old World Design Society at oldworld.parisiennefarmgirl.com. We have sold out of the print publication already, but you can still get the digital, so check it out. Now, I wonder if you remember this. When we did the quarantine makeover of my office last March, what I didn't really show you was the opposite side of the room. So you can see it right here. There are 3 hideous louver doors. That is what this house has been covered in, and we are removing them one by one. But there were 3 hideous louver doors, and since then there has been fabric stapled up over that area. In fact, you'll see here in the after of that video, I didn't show you that side of the office. I just focused on the pretty side, and I've been digging through my clothing and rummaging to dress myself every day through curtains that were stapled to the wall. But now it is time for a serious makeover. I have French doors salvaged from a cottage right here in our historic area. We're taking out the louver doors, we are installing these beautiful French doors, and I am going to give mirror spray paint a whirl and see if it really works. I think you're going to enjoy it.
So I found the perfect French doors. They are salvaged from our town, from a small cottage in our lakefront town, which only has a couple hundred inhabitants. So I think these doors are very special, and I have mirrored them directly across from the French doors that go into our bedroom. It was such a relief to take down the 3 louver doors. I don't know if Joel found it the same amount of relief, but for me, it was awesome to get rid of those horrible 1980s doors and know that these French doors were coming. Now, what I wanted to do was literally mirror the French doors. Our house can be very dark, and most of the light comes from the greenhouse, which is at the front of the house. And so I was trying to finagle a way to actually mirror those doors. Joel said it would be really a pain, and I knew he was right, to take off all the rails and to have mirror fitted and put it in each one. And so I did a little mirror paint investigation. But first, Joel had to put up drywall and get it all taped up. And in the middle of all that, we needed to celebrate a beautiful girl who was turning 11. She had a request to make a Swedish princess cake with her mom. So we hit pause on the project, or actually I did, and came downstairs and decorated the kitchen and spent some beautiful hours together making a cake and making dinner for her birthday. It was a nice pause in the middle of the project. We made green marzipan, we rolled it out, we did our very best as amateur bakers and came up with something not quite as beautiful as my beautiful Juliet. We celebrated her birthday and then we went back to work. Now was the time to tape off the doors. So we hung them to make sure they would fit, to get everything lined up, and then it was time to tape them off because I did a little research and I found out that Rust-Oleum does in fact make a mirror effect paint, and I was ready to give it a whirl. I figured even if it didn't come out 100% perfect, that was going to be totally okay with me, because I really don't like it when things are 100% perfect anyways. This is the part of the project where I get to come in and do my thing. Now, when we bought this house, it's covered in what Joel calls schmutz. And actually, I think the technical term, Joel, is it skip troweling? Skip
Yes.
troweling. And it's very, very popular here in Wisconsin. When we moved to Wisconsin, we were shocked. Every house is skip troweled. Our church is skip troweled. The dentist, the doctor, doctor's office. So it sort of has like a stucco effect, and over the last couple years I've received quite a few requests to show you what exactly the surface is on our walls. And there are very loud children in the background, so I'm going to do my best. So what is this, Joel? Joint compound?
Yep.
This is joint compound. This is a knife. And this is something I actually enjoy doing. So I just scrape it across and I use varying degrees of pressure, because what that will do is it will create variations in the thickness of the joint compound. And what you don't want to do is leave a trail with the knife so that you get the hard edge of the knife showing. But if you just sort of put some on and then skim across the top, you'll see that it makes these beautiful variations. So some will be heavier and thicker, and then some will be more recessed. And it has a very old world look. And in every area of the house that used to have wallpaper, where we removed the wallpaper, I've gone in and done the skip troweling to match the rest of the house. So this is something very easy that you can do if you have damaged drywall or a surface that you don't really care for. You can get some joint compound and a knife. How much are these knives?
Less than $10.
Less than $10, and a 5 of joint compound is how much?
15 to 20.
15 to 20. Et voila, new surface for your walls. See how we're doing? This is 5 coats.
5 coats.
I don't think it's going to be perfect. I'm really nervous.
Oh, it looks like a vintage mirror. Yeah. So now this is the part of the project that I'm thinking about the entire time. It's the part I'm always waiting for to get things wrapped up and cleaned up. It is time to decorate this fabulous new space in my office. Something that can be really frustrating living where we do is that there are not a lot of stores, and so I have to travel a great distance sometimes to get what I'm looking for. And what I really want right here is some green on this side of the room, because this looks very chic, but it's a little sparse for my style. So I brought up some houseplants from downstairs. They are not perfect. They're not really the right size, but I'm going to pop them in my old terracotta planters here just so I can get a visual of what this could look like. And then next week when I head down to civilization for my groceries, I will do some houseplant shopping. Oh my gosh, there is junk everywhere. Okay, so behind me, I really wanted some sconces on this wall. And we're really pressed for time. We have a lot going on right now with Old World Design Society. And so Joel said that he'll leave the back of the drywall, you know, in the closet, unfinished. So that way if he wants to jump in and put some electric in the wall for me, that will be a lot easier. Because wouldn't these just be really fabulous on either side of the French doors? But truth be told, I have been sitting on these since summer. And they are going to go in the master bath, which will eventually be in this attic behind me. I have a lot to take care of. Children's books and masking tape and all sorts of treasures. So we gotta get this put away because I think I'm gonna go in the hallway and bring in an old teal hutch that I have had for probably 15 years. I've had it forever. It's been teal forever. I painted it, got it at a barn sale for like 50 bucks, painted it up, took the glass out of the cabinets. It has this fantastic petite chicken wire. I think I'm going to put that right here because what you don't see when I'm recording my podcast or sitting at my desk is the giant stack of chaotic books on the floor next to my desk, and they really need a home. Something else that you don't typically see when you're watching Everyday Château is this fabulous railing right here. The hysterical part is that it's actual deck railing. So if you watch really early episodes, there is a very awkward, like 4.5-foot deck coming off the front of the house. And I don't know what they were thinking. They had some leftovers and they thought, hey, that would be the perfect thing to finish off the catwalk with. I'm not quite sure. To make it slightly less offensive, we have removed every other rail, but it's really bad. It's green wood. It's clearly for outdoor use only. And the idea is we will drywall this, salvage some wood over the summer as we're at barn sales and things like that, and create some really cool bookcases for this side because, as you know, the living room has a ton of books in it, and so we'll do like a whole up-high bookcase sort of a situation. Now this is the hutch that I was talking about that I want to bring into the office. I really do like the way it looks here when you're down in the living room. It's a pop of color. but I gotta move some things around. It has been here for 3 years now since we moved in. So I did find a little dresser when we were out junking, so I'm going to remove dress-up necklaces and try to push this into my office all by myself. Oh my, you're doing it.
I'm stronger. Oh,
You're probably stuck on a plank. The floor is like, you know, uneven planks.
I'm strong. Look. Move, honey. I'm stronger. Move. Move. I can do it.
Oh my gosh. There we go.
Now, okay.
Enchanté.
As a work-at-home, stay-at-home mama, I am so happy that this space is done. No more curtains, no more moving them out of my way as I get dressed every day. I love the fact that these vintage doors are local and salvaged from the area. If you enjoy this, be sure that you become a member of the Old World Design Society. The link is in the description of this video. Check out more content right here. Be sure to subscribe, and I will see you very soon. A bientôt.